Greetings, everyone, and let's get straight into it. Back in June, I saw a clip of Andrew Tate where he said some things about mental toughness. You know, let me take my headphones on off because there's some latency issues. So, yeah, he said about talked about mental toughness, and I'm really into that stuff. I always want to get tougher, see how tough I am. In the clip, he challenged everyone to do 500 push-ups till the end of the day. He said no matter how tired you feel, just keep doing push-ups until you're done. I like that. That suited my philosophy really well. And by the way, that's how I got into the Tate brothers. I came across clips of them talking about things that I already was talking about with my friends, or that I had in my mind, and they expressed it really well. So anyway, I started doing the push-ups, and back then I could do like 100 to 200 push-ups a day, and I wasn't sure if I could do the 500. Though at about 300 reps, I started pumping the sets out kind of fast. I wasn't taking long breaks, and I felt like my arms were a little numb to the pain. My tiredness had plateaued, so I finished the challenge way faster than I thought I would, and then I started doing rows and sit-ups actually. There's that thing some people talk about called the 40% rule or whatever. It basically says that when you think you're done, you're about 40% of the way to failure. In the push-up scenario, I think I could have gone far beyond that and done even more. That idea is very important for anyone who does intense physical activity. The idea that your mind is a limiting factor and your body can do a lot more than you think it can. So push yourself and see what can come out of it. Another day, I decided to do 100 pull-ups. I like pull-ups more than push-ups, but that doesn't mean I'm good at them. I could do about 4 or 5 in a set. I started doing them a bit late, so I got to 30 pull-ups by 8 p.m., which wasn't when the UFC started broadcasting on the TV, and I wanted to watch that as well. So I did the sets in between fights. At 10 p.m., I wanted to go to bed, and I had 30 to 50 pull-ups left. I don't remember exactly. I thought there was no way I could do them, and I was gonna do the rest in the morning. But I started doing them, and I finished them in about 5 minutes actually. So that was really impressive to me, and that was crazy. I thought I was gonna just do 5 and go to sleep. The point with this exercise is not to see how tough you are, but to actually get tougher. And when I say these exercises, I don't mean the pull-ups or the push-ups. I mean doing that many push-ups or that many pull-ups, because by doing that much, you don't get stronger. There's some stuff, like science stuff, about different weights, muscles or whatever, and yet you're not really getting stronger after a certain amount of reps, and after that you should increase the weight of the exercise. So yeah, the reason we do conditioning is not only to get stronger physically though, but to get stronger mentally, right? I used to watch a lot of David Goggins, and he always says stay hard. I think there's a better, you can say this. No, I think an even better phrase is to say get hard, because get hard, that implies that toughness is not something you're born with, that you either have or you don't, but something you can work on. So long distance running is a very good example of the 40% rule. You may think you're tired by the first mile, but go ahead to do 15k It doesn't matter what you think you can do. If you can take the next step, you can run across the world. Running is such a great thing because it's really easy to make a singular stride, but when you add them up, it gets really hard. What that means is that you might be on the edge of exhaustion, but you can always take the next step. It's a lot about being tough, you know. It doesn't really matter. Yes, of course, it's easier to run if you've done it for a longer time and you're physically in shape, but everybody can run, right? Not everybody, but most people can. And yeah, it's about being tough. Uh, that's what I have to say on the topic right now. Maybe I'll touch on it again sometime and add on it. But that's it. Greetings, my friend.